basically just, I mean, I also think part of that feeling was that because games that it was able to, I was able to get to that place earlier. If we had the Argentina game on the last day, it would have been a much bigger drop off. But I mean, I watched England Belgium, so I kind of slowly faded into the rest day.
Yeah, that's a good. Yes.
So yeah, possibly it's going to be weird. Possibly the most fascinating game of the round of 16 is the first one.
Yeah.
They
didn't score that goal that gave them the lead, but they at least had a lead.
Well, they also have a goal they did score. So, and it was on the English, which is just fun. They had their Faroe Islands San Marino moment. Outside of that, the amount of teams that were just seemingly in complete disarray in camp. Some of them, like Argentina, were able to overcome it. Some of them are Germany. Some of them are Egypt.
Yeah.
And it, sadness as a Liverpool guy that for Mo Salah that it didn't end up better for him. But even then, at the same time, he still did score twice in the World Cup, and most of the issues. Teams that still, you hope they're building, but they still haven't peaked yet. Like we haven't seen Argentina. I don't know if we're going to see Argentina at their best. We haven't seen Brazil. I think,
Well, it was certainly one of the most competitive. There was a nice article in the London Telegraph today that had some statistics that were.
I was pulling for Senegal just as a Sadio Mane fan, but I'm not really up in arms over it because, like you said, it's the seventh tiebreaker. It's very unlikely that it would even get that far. Like, we may never, also with the World Cup's expansion, you could play 10 more World Cups and it wouldn't come up. It's just a weird scenario. I don't think it's only have 6 games in a group. How do you
is that a given? By the way, is that 100% tied in? Like, is there no way to change that? Because there are.
If Portugal's always going to just play those tight games because it's great as they routinely just put teams away and have games under control. Obviously, never figured it out because they're gone. And I just hope they take it better this time than the last time they didn't get out of the group stage, which was 1938. We just need to let them be happy and just make sure they take it better this time. Because last time they did not take it well, folks. They did not. And we didn't have a World Cup for 12 years, and that was like the least of the problems with it, okay? So
one interesting statistical thing that we've
bigger numbers going up on the board and having to. You're seeing much longer. Games are just taking longer. And also, there was I don't know if it was the Telegraph, somebody did a graphic that cumulatively in this World Cup, if you add up the amount of time it's taken for free kicks to be taken, it's a total of 10 minutes. Yeah. So it's just an insane amount of time is being spent on free kicks. They're taking forever. Luke Moore pointed this out. They're just taking forever. Look how long it takes for them to finally take a free kick. Between players yelling at the ref, between him setting up the wall, between him resetting the wall. That's getting time added on. But I think it's mostly VAR resulting in halves going longer. I mean, you're going to have more goals in injury time in a game that has 90+6, whereas in 2006 you're getting +3 was a big number. Yeah. So that's what I think it is more than anything else. And also the fact that it's just a routine now is that subs aren't an in case of emergency thing like they were even 20 years ago. It's teams are absolutely using all their subs. They're targeting when to use them. I feel like that game at least goes to extra time. It just look, if Spain win 4-0, I'm an idiot, obviously. I wouldn't be surprised. But there's something about this Russia team. They've been so much better than I. In short, he has been really impressive in this tournament.
No. I
could very much be in this game. I agree. I think Croatia is clearly the favorite in it. But I almost wonder if we could look up and see Denmark in a semifinal, and we will have just undersold them the whole time. And I don't want that to have Russia win in the other game, by the way. I'll say that. I think fail to accomplish what we know they can individually. I think the individuals are greater than the sum of the parts. Do the third back heel flick. And it worked. Yeah, it worked on Panama, but Japan's much better than Panama.
All you have to do is go back to the 2016 Euros. They get to the knockout, they blow out
game on them. I mean, yeah, it was fascinating. It was the later stage of the game where you would have thought Belgium would have the huge advantage in terms of player fitness and in addition to talent, and they just crumbled. It was very, very strange. So that's a good point.
So I'd like to think it seems silly. I don't know.
It was very. So
that's not the worst of guesses. There's something to that.
They have a great first game, okay second game, but in the US's case, they really should have won, but they didn't play great at the end. They didn't play well at all in their third game. They had a really good keeper that kept them in the round of 16 game against a much stronger team, but it wasn't enough. But Nigeria should not have been marking Marcus Rojo at the spot, because why the hell would you think he's going to be there? What a finish. In this game, France, they need to play Giroud. It's simple. They look like the team that you expect them to be when he plays, and they look like crap when he doesn't. And it's that simple. But I don't know if they're going to start him. And as for Argentina, I mean, I love Javier Mascherano, but my God, no one's ever looked more he did in that Nigeria game. It's proof that it's not as simple as believe in or trust, because it's guys you and I really haven't seen on the bench that play amazingly in the Superliga. So I like France in this game just because they've got, even as dysfunctional as they've looked, they have played Giroud in this tournament, and they have played well, and they've done so. And you would think, even as stupid as I think Didier Deschamps might be, I would think even he will have realized that he has to play Giroud and that the team plays better.
Serbia.
Yes. I apologize profusely. Not two countries you want to confuse. Just ask the Swiss national team. You don't want to make these mistakes. I just don't trust that Argentina's. I think France are less of a mess than Argentina. That's why I like France.
I mean, I think you're probably right.
And the mess literally makes Argentina's team on the field worse.
I've gotten less of confident in France advancing far in this tournament every step of the way. And maybe they will flip the switch. But how does Uruguay fly?
I mean, let's go through the list.
It's not going to be pretty at all.
It's going to be breathtaking. Literally. Somebody might die. I hope not. But, I mean, Diego, just the defenders in this game. Pepe, I'm excited to watch it in like a train wreck kind of way.
Right.
This
could be like, for those of us
now. This is a coin flip for me. It's a Mexican official, so which is a good pick by FIFA, because honestly, if you watch Mexican football, it's the kind of rash challenges we're going to see tomorrow.
Right.
So it's someone who knows how to deal with it. The group, but I think on a team where everyone is at such a similar talent level, they're just all. The buy-in is universal. I think the Zlatan issue was more the other players feeling because of
this is Ewing theory stuff, right?
No, but Zlatan was the other players felt so much pressure to actually play. When they do, they look very good. Yeah. So they've got that. I mean, it's a Swiss team that's got 5 goals from 5 players. 6 if Jan Sommer's hysterical own goal counts. But so they've got 5 different players who have scored for them. And
it seems like the easy pick. I mean, but I will say,
really, you talk about passing one up. You're gonna just not say if their defense is Swiss cheese.
I don't like Swiss cheese.
I think this thing is very tight. But without him, it's hard for me to. to pick Colombia without thinking that Radamel Falcao can completely turn the clock back to 2014 about gaming. I think England should get through this.
I think you're right.
It's England.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
Opponent, I'll admit, but also when you do that, you don't have as many questions back. You're coming out. Croatia, Brazil. Another one I considered. Spain, Brazil, because if Spain beat Russia, they'll probably beat them 4-0, and I'll realize how stupid I look. But no, I'll put it out there. I'm gonna ride or die with England, Brazil, because what's the worst that can happen to the English? When's the last time we saw them embarrassingly lose a knockout game? Almost as if their last one. No, it's a different English team, Galen.
That's right.
They've got the loss out of the way. They know what they're doing.
It's coming home.
Football's coming home. It's coming.
It
is unfortunate that, as you have noted, it will mean the England band are around for another 2 weeks.
I know. I'm wondering,
I mind a bad band.
Is there a channel on like the 7.1 audio that just has the band that we could mute? Is that a possibility?
Switch with that, please. Belgium. No, you can't. I can talk myself into a bunch of Croatian guys. I can. Sorry, I can't do a guy at Malmo. It's not happening for me.
But yeah, as much as I've been concerned about Spain, as much as I'm concerned about the mileage, I think they just got the easier bracket. I want
World Cup. That could be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, I would. We might have the most. It almost certainly had to be one of those two.
You would think, but I mean, it was weird enough that they played the third place. No, this is what I thought they did. They played the third place game at the Rose Bowl as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
they did a semi, a third, and a final at the Rose Bowl, and they screwed North Jersey out of only getting a Bulgaria-Italy semifinal. Disgrace.
Well, they're getting
here.
Well,
yeah, no, we're honored that we're going to be hosting an Iceland-Saudi Arabia final. We cannot wait. We cannot wait.
You know, the fascinating thing, last thing I'll say about 94, we were one missed penalty away from it being a Romania-Bulgaria semifinal, or Romania and Bulgaria both in the semifinal. That would have been the greatest, the last great moment for Eastern Europe, possibly.
Well, yeah, who says the wall's fallen? Here we go. No, I mean, that was also the last time Germany had as embarrassing of an.
So